Hi guys, Brain here, and welcome to another commentary video. Today, I wanted to talk about my Huntress addiction and how, even though it was not planned, she ended up kind of overtaking me as my closet main character, and the character that I probably now have the most hours on compared to all other characters. And it kind of just, yeah, like I said, I didn't really plan for that to happen, but there's something addicting about this character that I think is really, really cool and unique to her, that makes her an incredibly well-designed character and kind of makes anybody who actually thoroughly enjoys the game and actually enjoys playing the game of Dead by Daylight very, very appealing to play as. So there's a lot of things I could say here. There's plenty of things you probably expect, like, oh, well, she takes a lot of skills. She has a high skill ceiling. A lot of people play her. There's a lot of streamers that play her. So it's like, there's a lot of info out there on how to play them. There's like Coconut, there's Ralph, there's Moody Joe, there's so many people. There's Ray, they got Rayoxium, you know, there's like so many people that play this character and play them incredibly well. So there's a lot to learn from. But the main thing I want to talk about today is that there's something inherent about Huntress that makes every single match of Dead by Daylight feel fresh. And that's hard, because when you're having a situation where the meta has not changed in years, and the survivors are essentially just skins, they don't have powers, every match starts to feel the same after a while. You may get one goober who's running like a chest gremlin build or a locker gremlin build, but for the most part, you're running into BT, Dead Hard, DS, so on and so forth, almost every match on multiple people. They don't even need to be squatted up. They don't even need to be like swiffing or on the same team. They're just running the meta, and the meta has not changed. And when there's no survivor powers, it feels like even if you play hours and hours of DBD, it can start to feel like you're playing against the same player over and over and over and over again. And when you play characters like M1 killers, like Doc, like Myers, like Trapper, there's not really a whole lot of dynamic gameplay happening if you get into a chase with one of these people. It mostly goes basically the same way. You can do some moonwalking mind games and kind of like try to trick them. For the most part, it's like chase you, try to force you to drop the pallet, try to circumvent the pallet. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, you used your exhaustion perk, now you're at the pallet anyway. Essentially the chases play the same, but with Huntress, the chases never play the same because of the way that you throw your hatchets. So to be good at hitting your hatchets, you have to, in a sense, on the fly, download the info on all four of the survivors that you're facing in a very, very quick and instinctual manner, because everybody has different approaches to how they dodge Huntress hatchets. Some people have a habit of always dodging the same way, whether they realize it or not. Some people always dodge Huntress hatchets to the left. They'll always sway left when they think a hatchet's coming. Some people don't dodge at all. Some people just run straight. Some people dodge to the right. When you have a hatchet ready and somebody's running down a wall and they make it to the corner, some people fan out away from the corner to dodge the hatchet. Some people try to, make it to the corner and try to essentially get greedy and make it around the corner before you can throw. But if I can summarize that in a succinct way, every survivor plays differently when trying to avoid Huntress. So in that sense, you have to get to know each of the four survivors in every new match, so you can know how they dodge, so you can actually predict where they're going in order to hit your hatchets. Because your hatchets, despite your beach ball hitbox, are really, really hard to hit. And the better your ping is, the less that beach ball hitbox matters. So you gotta understand how each of these four individuals each match dodge. I had a Huntress game where I had a Claudette that never dodged the same way twice. Like, ever. They never dodge the same way twice, ever. Sometimes they would just run straight. Sometimes they would dodge left. Sometimes they would dodge right. Sometimes they would greed the corner. Sometimes they would fan away from the corner, which was immaculate gameplay. It was the perfect counterplay to the character, because the best thing you can do against a Huntress, because it requires so many reads from your perspective as the Huntress, that if you make yourself completely unpredictable, it's going to be nearly impossible to down you, because I can't tell what you want to do. And on the flip side, there's some people that, after they dodge the first couple hatchets, I understand that you always fan left. Every single time I throw a hatchet, you always dodge left. And after that, I hit every single hatchet for the rest of the game on you, because you only know how to dodge left against this character. So I'm just going to keep chucking those hatchets to the left, to the left, to the left. Predict you're going to run left every single time and hit you every single time, because you never dodge differently. And that's what makes Huntress so addicting to play, because that was my experience in that match. I played another Huntress match after that, and the survivors reacted completely differently. I had a lot of gamers who just ran straight and just never looked behind them. And once I figured that out, I started downing them really quickly. I had some gamers that for some reason fanned to the right, and it was weird because I don't know what it is. There's kind of like this like hive mind that you dodge left against this character. I don't know why. I don't know if some like content creators had dodge left or something at some point, and everybody just like kind of like indulges that. But like there was a survivor that just consistently dodged right, and I was like, people usually don't dodge right for some reason. I don't know why, but they just don't. So it was weird. So but like I can distinctly remember those matches, and those matches were distinctly different every single time because of the way the survivors were dodging and how important that is to me successfully using my power. So it really brings out the asymmetry in the asymmetrical game. If the meta has stayed the same for so long, if the tactics have stayed the same for so long, every game starts to feel the same. But each new match with Huntress is like it's like you're meeting somebody for the first time. You're getting to know someone. You're getting to know 4 new people. And that's incredibly important to your success and hitting your hatchets. So it feels like every match is different. Yeah, you still have the same situations where like you're probably still running into like 3-man dead hard teams, if not more, and that sort of stuff. But for the most part, each match feels different on this character because it's so integral for you to get to know the person and the way they play against your character and how important that is to your success. Yeah, that's why I think Huntress is such an addicting character and why she is the second most played game in all of Dead by Daylight. I think TLDR, if you weren't paying attention for some reason. The reason that is because she requires you to read the survivors and the way they like to dodge you specifically. And because survivors are all unique behind the screen, even if they run the same perks, and the way they dodge you is going to be different every single time. So it creates a different scenario. It makes the matches different every single game. But that's going to be it for this one, friends. Thank you so much for watching. But I do upload daily, so I will see you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you when I see you, friends. Goodbye.